Hello there, fellow captains. It's Connor, and welcome to the shit show. This is, of course, Anthem. Well, not many of you probably know what it is. You may know what it is, you probably haven't played it, seeing how badly it's doing, and for good reason. Now, you might ask yourselves, why am I playing it? And it's because it's a good game, or it has the potential to be a good game at least. It just isn't at the moment. And one of the glaring issues and one of the biggest problems I have with the game right now is this. This is one of the bosses in the game, or one of the strongholds, or one of the dungeons. And it has way too much health. A lot of its attacks are more or less unavoidable, unless you're in one of the faster javelins, which are the classes in this game. At the moment, I'm in a Colossus. I do get a shield, an actual physical shield, you can see me hold it up in front of me. Whereas the other ones get a energy shield, kind of like what the chief gets in Halo. Now I'm going to try and explain the issues I have with the game while I'm playing this, and I'll just get the ones at the moment here out of the way. There are currently 3 strongholds in the game. 2 out of the 3 are just a pain in the ass to do. I mean, working your way up to the bosses is fine, but there are so many near unavoidable, well, pretty much unavoidable attacks that bring you down to like 1% HP, that it's pretty damn infuriating. I mean, this is the second attempt we've currently had on this big guy here. I am playing at Grandmaster 2, but regardless of what difficulty you're on, well, as long as you're within the power range for that difficulty, it's going to be a shit show. Especially with a pug, which means pick up group, just a random group that you can match find with, and I just missed that shot. So yeah, you'll notice there that he summons these flaming orbs right beside you, on top of you actually, wherever you are on the map at that point in time. Look at that fire, destroying fire. And they overheat you and do massive damage, and I'm playing as a Colossus, and look at the amount of health bars I have at the top left. Now my Storm has maybe 6 or 7 health bars, my Ranger around the same, a few more I think. But this guy is meant to be the big tank of the game, and every single one of this guy's attacks is taking me down to 1% HP. Any follow-up attack that I miss to avoid, you see that fireball there? With the Colossus, it's near impossible to avoid. And some of you who've played the games are probably going to say just bring out the shield. Okay. But even that is brought down to near destruction. So avoiding the next attack, and he can just pretty much use them whenever he wants to. There's no rhyme or reason. So inevitably you're going to be down quite a bit. Or at least getting down, and there he buggers off just as I use my super. Or my ultimate.
He's activated again.
So he's moved on to the next phase. Now this next phase, it's really fucking bad. And you'll see in a moment, and I'm downed by 1 attack. There we go, I got repaired or restored. It looks like this other guy died as well, or got downed. And this is an issue with the game, it's just not fucking balanced. There are too many bugs also. One of the bugs in this map, if the boss is able to directly hit you with a spear or land on you, it can just knock you right on the ground, out of bounds. Nobody can revive you. But now, because they've actually added a respawn feature, which actually didn't exist on launch, it just didn't exist. You had to actually rely on somebody to revive you, which happens a lot. It's pretty reliable waiting on a teammate to revive you. I mean, they don't get really any voiceover or sound notification that you require a revive or a repair in this game. Look, there's them same orbs, only this time they're poison or toxins. And they took me down to 1 bar of HP or around that. They appear so fast that you need to have lightning fast reflexes to avoid them. And also he spawns little AI enemies here, little elementals that are fucking tough to kill. And as soon as they get anywhere close to you, they explode and do a similar amount of damage. And it's a toxin, so it does the damage over time. I mean, look at this. I'm using an autocannon, one of the more powerful weapons in the game. I wouldn't have been able to kill him. See? I just think BioWare have, you know, they've aimed way too high with this game. With the failure of Andromeda, which was a massive failure. The gameplay was fun, that was about it. And in fact, it also looked really nice on the Frostbite engine, but apart from that, it was a real failure. I just couldn't stand playing it. It annoyed me. I'm actually not playing as well as I usually do here because I'm actually, you know, trying to talk. Or I am talking, not actually trying to. I'm doing it. Move. And there's also, because it's online, a slight delay to every action. And the actual keyboard and mouse controls do not feel nowhere near as precise and on point as the controller does whenever you're using it, or whenever I'm using it. I should actually be attacking this guy. I mean, you can see the boss has 3 weak points. They're the yellowish glowing pustules on him. Look, this is me doing bonus damage with basically a massive minigun. Wouldn't even be called a minigun, that's not even the right name for it. But let's get him downed. Now, I've noticed, because I'm the only Colossus currently in this, that I'm the one being downed the most. That Storm, who's coming to revive me, he has a pretty nice dodge. Can use it at a second's notice. And it will get him out of harm's way pretty much as soon as he uses it. Let's see if I can get a critical on this guy. Where is it? Oh, he moves way too much as well. Nothing in this game feels punchy. Unless you're severely over-leveled, or, well, not over-leveled so as much as your power is way too high for a difficulty. You're going to feel as if you're firing pellets. Whenever you should feel, let me just give myself a defensive aura here. When you should feel like a walking tank that's firing massive fuck off shells that are supposed to leave the enemy staggering. But in this, I mean, this boss fight is the worst out of the 3 strongholds. It takes way longer. It's way more difficult to survive. I know this game lacks raids and this is supposed to, you know, take place for the raids, but that's no excuse. It's just laziness. You should have the basic dungeons and then something specifically for the higher tier players, instead of just a difficulty increase. That's just pure laziness. Also, you can notice that the little elementals in the ground are firing at me while I'm in the air. In the hovering there is the only way I can actually get damage done to him without those little fuckers coming up to me and exploding. I can block a couple of them, but at times they're just overwhelming you. And this has been the issue since I hit level 30 and unlocked this after. I think I unlocked this one after the story. Hardly fucking matters. The story's abysmal. Not as bad as Andromeda's, but still pretty fucking bad. There are health pickups around the arena here. They're sparse and few between as well. Couple down here. Oh, well, one down here. But as soon as I get hit, all that health is gone. The game is just blatantly not finished. Now, one of my theories is that they spent a lot of the time on the facial expressions in this because of how bad they were in Andromeda. It's one of the better aspects of this is that whenever a character is talking, it actually looks and feels like that character's talking. They show emotion, which is more than I could say for Andromeda. It was a fucking shit show. I'll keep pressing E because I did have a railgun attached to that. but switch to that. Just testing a few masterworks I got. It's shit. Nothing feels like it has any impact unless you're hitting the combo, and even then the damage is minimal. Just bugger off, you bitch. Now, this is the second phase. There's one more phase after this, and the next phase is even more of a pain in the ass. I don't understand how they expect you to do damage whenever there's so much coming at you all the time. I've been looking for ends to get into this, and the more I play it, the more I'm like, not yet. Maybe if they ever fix it, because this game has massive potential. I mean, it's so fun to play whenever it is actually doing its job, whenever it's actually working. Shit. See that? One hit and I'm almost down for the count. That shouldn't happen, even in this difficulty. I'm way over the power recommendation for this. In fact, I'm almost on the last recommended power for the top difficulty. Grandmaster 3. This is Grandmaster 2. And still they're doing this amount of damage. It's just a joke. Focus less on your fucking microtransactions, which are updated every fucking couple of days. I'm not even joking. It's like every 2 to 3 days they're updated. And actually make the game playable. The reason I'm doing strongholds is because whenever I try to do quick play missions or the actual contracts, it's buggy. You'll get to the last stage of a contract and it will bug out and not allow you to complete it. So you're waiting around for about 30 minutes until the game finally picks up that you've finished, say, a contract or mission. And by that time, whatever the award was totally not fucking worth it. I mean, even after I complete this, if I get this completed, we'll actually, you know, I'll record just up until we'll see if we can actually get this down. I'm focusing more here on trying to stay alive rather than actually doing damage, and it's not doing too bad. Until I get downed instantly, because one little fucker on the ground explodes. Even raids in fucking World of Warcraft are not this difficult. This isn't difficult, it's just blatantly unfair and not balanced. Yep, here we come into phase 3 now. Now we don't get a new arena, we go back to the first arena, which is still visually exactly the same, only there's a few floaty things. Right, now I want to point something out here. So in the last phase here, there are going to be these like floating spheres of light. When you're in them, they increase your damage. Done. Your damage output. But, and this is a massive but, there's so much fucking shit coming at you here, you can't use it. You can't benefit from it. So I'm inside one of these lights and watch. He's throwing a spear up. But look, oh, we have electricity. If I stand in that, I get staggered. Oh, I take massive damage. And they're constant. They're just always coming from random places. So you always have to be on the move. Oh! I might just hover, but I couldn't. Because he's also got those fucking just teleporting projectiles that appear just out of the blue and instantly fuck you over. This fight is way easier for the for both the Ranger and the Storm, just because they're so mobile, and with whatever loadout they can stay hovering almost indefinitely. With my Ranger, I've got a lot of components that allow me to stay in the air, because I don't overheat as much. With the Storm, it's just by default you use less heat while in the air. Or well, hovering at least. I'm really hoping we can get him down, and even then, it's going to get to the point where I'm probably just going to get another duplicate. Because I've gotten so many of those fucking things. Oh, shit. I've gotten so many of those things. It's insane. Now, I'm not picking up health because there's no point. One hit will bring me down to this anyway, so it's better just waiting on the recharge. After a while, a recharge will kick in that brings you up to about, I don't know, 30% health. 20%. So there's no real point in grabbing health. Okay, I'm out of ammo on my autocannon. I'll have to pick up some more. It's so sad too, because this game could be amazing. It's so fun flying around. The ultimates are fun. The different different loadouts you can go with are fun and interesting. The combo system is fun and interesting. It's just not, it hasn't been looked into enough. There's not enough flash and flare whenever you actually trigger a combo. It's just fun to experiment. I mean, that's the one reason I continue to play Destiny, and it's just not here. Okay, let's see if I can get this guy up. No! Okay, whatever. I'm not even sure what hit me there. It looked like some sort of projectile, but I'm not sure what he did. Threw a spear at me. I think that's a vertical attack. It comes from above, not horizontally. So let's get into this mode of lights. And use our ultimate. If it'll land, it didn't land. Okay. It's more body from me than anything else. But luckily, for some reason, the tougher enemies in this game, they don't die when you get them to like 0%. They die around 10 or 20 for some reason. It's weird. It just goes to show that there's little to no fucking attention being spent in this. They're more concerned with getting as many people to buy it, getting as many microtransactions in as possible, getting the game to look pretty, than they are on actually, fuck's sake, this is impossible on a Colossus. You're just not mobile enough, and the shield gets taken down in one hit. It will not absorb two. And for those that play it, here's how many bars my shield has. Little health bars. No ammo in my autocannon again, so now I have to look for ammo, which is really fucking difficult to see. There's one. Oh, I didn't get affected by the electricity that time. Oh, I'm not picking up ammo either. There we go. There's another one. It's probably just a better idea for me to let my allies do the work. Because anytime I try to throw in some damage, I'm unable to avoid one or more of his attacks. Like so. Get hit by one, which means another hits me. Oh, that's what downed me last time. Those little electrical current things or projectiles. So I'm just going to be a medic here and get people up. Or not. I'm going to have to rely on them to get me up. It's just not good enough. I'm so fucking tired of games in this day and age being released unfinished. But they've had time to put fucking microtransactions in. It's just sad. I mean, the one thing that's supposed to allow people to relax, allow people to chill out, relieve stress, it causes more stress nowadays than it does anything else. Look, one hit from him and my shield is down like, what, 2%? So another hit isn't going to do shit. Oh, and I don't think his weak spots are available anymore. Oh, the one in the head is. Well, that's going to be fucking easy, considering how he moves all the time. You know, even Anthem does, or not Anthem, sorry, Destiny does this, right? The bosses aren't always mobile, and even when they are, their weak points are so easy to tell, and so easy to take out or damage. In this, there's one right in the fucking top of his head, look. So you have to be at a really weird angle to actually get it. The other two, under his arms, under his ribcage. So you actually have to wait until one of the arms is fucking gone before you can exploit it. Is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. Look at the health, by the way. Look at how much health he has left. Is he? I have no idea what's going on, actually. He does die around this amount of health. I've just given up now. There's challenge. And then there's just misery. It's just blatant and unfair tactics or enemy AI behavior. Unfair damage done. It's insane. How they had played this. If they did play test this and thought, oh yeah, this is finished, we can release this to the public. Fuck it, I'm just gonna fart around until he's dead, or until we're dead. I mean, the respawn feature down at the bottom there wasn't even going to release either. There was a video before this I'd recorded that I was going to release where I did, look. He was nowhere near dead, and he just decides to, oh fuck, well, I guess I've annoyed them enough, I'll just explode here. And now I can look forward to some lovely duplicates of stuff I have already gotten numerous times. If you thought getting an exotic over and over again in Destiny was annoying, well, welcome to Anthem. Oh, it's making me so sad because this game is so fucking fun. Well, it can be. Those times are few and far between, but it has so much potential. There are so many people that say that about video games. But it's really true with this. It's so true. Screw all this nonsense. Okay, here are the masterworks I've gotten. So, already got that. That's a duplicate. And it's not better than the one I currently have. Next one. Well, that's two I got this time around. Oh, look! It's another one of those! And every single time I get two or more of these masterworks, it's always one I've already got. And then the same exact one that I previously just got in the same unlock of loot. Or same discovery of loot. It's fucking ridiculous. I mean, they're not even useful. They're just completely useless, both of them. The game is... I don't want to say the game is bad. I have to, it is. It's really bad, but it could be so fucking good. I'm really hoping that this game just doesn't die like Mass Effect Andromeda did. Like, they gave up on it pretty soon after release. No more content updates, no more patches or whatever. No season pass additions. I just really hope this continues to get worked on. It shouldn't have been fucking released yet. It shouldn't have been released until maybe next year. Or towards the end of this year, 2019. But I really want it to do well. I really do. Because it has potential. It really does. But one thing I wanted to point out as well, this was part of the previous video I made on this, the one that's no longer going up because I decided to be a little bit harder on this game, because it deserves it, is it's a small part of the actual visual customization part of the game. So the paint system, it's cool. I like it quite a bit. It's a hell of a lot better than the 2004 system that Destiny has. But vinyls are complete rubbish. So the one I've got equipped is the default Colossus decal. You see it on the knee there, some white spots here and thereabouts. But let's say, for instance, I want to use this one, this yellow one. Look at that. What the fuck is that? You can't tell what it's supposed to be. But if you turn your javelin around, you'll see a little decal of what it's supposed to be. Like, that's the reason I put this on, to see the fucking little tiny one on the back. Or how about this one? Skyfire. Sounds pretty cool. It's got some sort of like dragon or wyvern on it. It has a little sad flame on the head. And the wyvern on the shoulder, which you can barely fucking see because a lot... In fact, you know what? I'm just going to show you a lot... Actually, all the different armor parts in this game are terrible for showcasing stuff. That one would be the best, and that's the default. And I don't want to wear the default because I have others that are more interesting to look at. What needed to be in this game, and this is another reason it isn't ready, is a similar system to how Warframe works, where you can drag the decal around, you can place it wherever you want, you can rotate it, you can increase the size of it, reduce the size of it, change the color if you want. But in this, it's just not possible. It's just not available. I mean, look at how ugly these are. I mean, for example, look at this blue one. That's a pretty cool little design there. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? And what the fuck is this? That one's okay. I mean, you can't fucking see it. It should be further up. They haven't fucking put time or effort into anything. They just haven't. You know what? If this game doesn't improve, I hope BioWare goes under. Fuck them. They're too far up their own asses. They really are. From what I've heard, a lot of the decisions behind this game were BioWare and the head guys over there, rather than EA. EA had some decisions already made, like microtransactions, that type of bullshit. But a lot of the issues and blame is down to EA, or sorry, BioWare. I'm just used to saying EA is supposed to get the blame, which they are because they're shit. But most of the blame for this game is down to BioWare. They're like a kid trying to wear daddy's shoes, and they just don't fit. They need time to grow, they need time to learn, and they need to put some fucking effort in. So, yep, that's the only Anthem video I'm going to be putting up. If it ever improves to the point where I actually really enjoy playing it, then maybe I'll make another video. I mean, I'm around 100 hours into the game at the moment. I've got all 4 javelins unlocked. I mean, you can't get to level 30 without unlocking them all. So here's my, that's the Colossus in the background. Here is my, what are they called again? Interceptor, which I play the least. My Storm, which I also play less than the other 2 Ranger and Colossus class. And there's my Ranger, which I think is the highest I have, or one of them at least. Also going for the Grey Fox skin from Metal Gear Solid there. Or, well, at least the one in Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, the unlock. But yeah, I'm just going to leave it here, guys. I mean, I hope you guys are enjoying whatever you're playing, at least. I do say at the end of most videos, but I really do hope you're enjoying what you're playing. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.